Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Saturday, November 26, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Drake vs Louisiana-Lafayette. The Drake Bulldogs were able to beat Tarleton State by a score of 71-64. Tucker DeVries led the way with 22 points, while Garrett Sturtz earned a double-double with 13 points and 11 rebounds. Roman Penn also added 14 points in the winning effort. DeVries did not miss a single shot in the win, going 5 for 5 from the field and 8 for 8 on the line. Head coach Darian DeVries also reached a milestone in the win, recording his 100th career win as a head coach. Tucker DeVries has the team high in scoring with 21.8 points per game and is second behind Darnell Brody in rebounds per game with 6.4. Brody has 6.8 and Roman Penn leads the unit in assists per game with 4.0. Garrett Sturtz is the only other double-digit scorer with 10.2 points and 6.2 rebounds per game, both ranking third on the team. As a team, the Bulldogs have shot 49.1% from the field and 36% from three-point range. Their free throws have been impressive, with the team shooting nearly 80% as a whole from the line. The Ragin' Cajuns were able to beat their most recent opponent in SMU by a score of 76-72. Jordan Brown was the leader in points for Louisiana-Lafayette with 26 points on the night, while Greg Williams Jr. chipped in 19 points and 9 rebounds. Joe Charles was also close to a double-double with 7 points and 8 rebounds. Head coach Bobby Marlin secured his 450th win against LA Tech, and the team celebrated as they should while improving to 4-0 that day. Brown has been the de facto leader for the team, averaging 20.2 points per game, along with 7.2 rebounds per contest for good measure. Terrence Lewis too has the most rebounds per game with 9.6 and is second on the team with an average of 14 points per game. Themus Falk has the most assists per game with 4.8 and their assist-to-turnover ratio is solid with 15.2 assists per game and only 11.6 turnovers per game. Williams Jr. is the only other player to average double-digit points per game so far for the Ragin' Cajuns. I believe the spread is a bit high considering the proficiency of the shooting from Louisiana. The Ragin' Cajuns are ranked higher in the power rankings, and their 40.6% three-point shooting is not to be taken lightly. Louisiana also is 3-1-1 in their last 5 games against the spread and 2-1 in their last 3 road games. ATS Drake is 2-3 in their last 5 games against the spread and have beaten their opponents by less than 7 points in their last 2 contests. Take the Ragin' Cajuns plus 7.5 points. Drake has gone under 145 points in 3 of their 5 games played, and I expect Drake's home advantage to limit the production of the Ragin' Cajuns' offense. Drake has allowed an average of 64 points per game, and if they maintain their average, the total will be far below the 145 as projected. I believe Louisiana-Lafayette's 3-point percentage will drop from their average of 40% after this game. Drake has hit the under in 3 of their past 5 games and 2 of their last 3 games at home. Take the under, 145 points. Old Dominion Monarchs vs East Carolina Pirates. The Pirates have a record of 5-1 this season, as they have defeated similar mid-major programs around the country. The only loss for Eastern Carolina this season has been a 4-point loss to Indiana State by a final score of 79-75. The Pirates are coming off a win over the University of Texas Arlington by a final score of 79-65. East Carolina led for the majority of the game against the Mavericks. The Mavericks' largest lead was only 4 points in the game, as the Pirates dominated from the jump. The Pirates shot 45.6% from the field, and the three-point ball was their friend. The Pirates shot 9 for 27 from behind the three-point arc. They out-rebounded the Mavericks, too. East Carolina's Javon Small finished with 18 points against the Mavericks. Small is averaging 20.8 points per game, which leads the team in points. He is also collecting 5 rebounds and 5 assists per game. Sophomore guard R.J. Felton ended with 16 points and 13 rebounds against Arlington. Felton is averaging 11.5 points per game and 5.2 rebounds per game. The Monarchs enter Saturday's game with a record of 3-3. Old Dominion has wins over Maryland, Eastern Shore, Virginia Wesleyan and Furman. The Monarchs have lost to Drexel, Virginia Tech and Davidson. In their latest game, Old Dominion lost to Davidson by a final score of 66-61. The biggest lead for the Monarchs was 5 points throughout the entire game. The shooting was the problem in the game against Davidson, as they shot 39.1% from the field and 28.6% from behind the three-point line. Leading the way for Old Dominion was Ben Stanley. The senior forward scored 20 points on 9 for 19 points. He went 0-2 from behind the three-point line. He finished with 10 rebounds as he had a double-double in the game against Davidson. Stanley is the leading point scoring for the Monarchs as he averages 15.5 points per game. The Monarchs also have 2 other double-digits point scorers. Tyreek Scott Grayson and Chauncey Jenkins are averaging above 10 points per game. Old Dominion's guard Mecky Long has been one of the top players for the team. He is averaging close to double figures with 9.2 points per game. He is also hauling in an average of 9.5 rebounds per game. The Pirates enter with a far better as they have won 5 games and only dropped 1 this year. The Monarchs are 3-3 this year and are coming off a close loss to Davidson this week. Eastern Carolina is led by Javon Small, who is scoring over 20 points per game. East Carolina has shown that they score big with 4 of their 5 wins coming by double figures. The Monarchs have lost 2 of their 3 losses by single digits. The scoring ability of the Pirates will keep them in this game and show that they can win on the road. Take the Pirates to cover. The Pirates are 5-1, sitting in second place in the American Athletic Conference. Offensively, the Pirates are averaging 80 points, 37 rebounds and 13 assists. Defensively, the Pirates are allowing 52 points and are averaging 2.5 blocks and 5.5 steals. Key players for the Pirates are Javon Small averaging 20.8 points, 6 rebounds and 5.5 assists, and Brandon Johnson averaging 12 points, 9.5 rebounds and 3 assists. The Monarchs are 3-3, 2-0 at home, sitting in place in the conference. Offensively, the Monarchs are averaging 71 points, 37 rebounds and 13 assists. Defensively, the Monarchs are allowing 68 points and are averaging 2.5 blocks and 5.5 steals. Key players for the Monarchs are Ben Stanley averaging 15.5 points, 4 rebounds and 1 assist, and Melhi Long averaging 6 points, 9.5 rebounds and 0.5 assists.